Massive blasts rang out in the vicinity of Beirut's international airport in the early hours of Monday as the Israeli army launched a barrage of rockets across Lebanon. This is after it announced the targeting of infrastructure belonging to Al-Qad al-Hassan, which the US says is used by Hezbollah to manage its finances. It has more than 30 branches across Lebanon, including 15 in densely populated parts of central Beirut and its suburbs. The Netanyahu-led country or nation had issued evacuation orders in the region. Reports quoted a senior Israeli intelligence official who said the purpose of the strikes are to target the ability of Hezbollah's economic functioning, not only during the war, but also afterwards, to rebuild and rearm. Hezbollah condemned the Israeli aggression and in response fired rockets at 3 military bases in northern Israel. The rocket salvo targeted bases near Haifa, Safed and Tiberias. Meanwhile, the Israel Defense Forces say it will hold a military exercise in Nahariya, a northern city that has been bombarded by Hezbollah rockets in recent weeks. Fighting also intensified in Gaza. The Israeli military, in a statement, said that one of its colonel, Ahsan Daksa, commander of the 401st Brigade, was killed in combat in the northern part of the Strip. 2 other officers were injured in the same combat. According to Israeli military spokesperson Daniel Hagari, the commanders were in the field in Jabalia to observe the area and were struck by an explosive while outside the tank. Israeli forces have besieged the densely populated refugee camp for weeks. Yesterday, Israeli strikes at the camp killed at least 33 people, including 21 women. The United Nations Human Rights Office has expressed concerns over Israeli military's actions, saying it may be causing the destruction of the Palestinian population through death and displacement. And for more on this, our correspondent Jody Cohen has sent us this report from Ra'anana, Israel.
After Hezbollah targeted Prime Minister Netanyahu's home and fired 200 rockets at Israel on Sunday, Israel gave warning to civilians in Lebanon to evacuate specific buildings before it reportedly targeted institutions under sanctions which manage Hezbollah finances and enable weapons purchases. Meanwhile, Israel is said to have presented terms for a ceasefire, including Israel retaining the ability to disarm Hezbollah in South Lebanon going forwards. An anonymous US official suggested that this isn't likely to be accepted, while US envoy Amos Hochstein is in the region on Monday for talks. Meanwhile, the fighting in Gaza has intensified. Israel's Security Cabinet discussed Israel's response to Iranian and Hezbollah attacks, as well as new ideas to try to secure a hostage release deal. And US Secretary of State Antony Blinken is due to visit on Tuesday to discuss next steps. This is Jody Cohen for WION World is One.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.